Japan, Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park, a hidden jewel of Mahendra's world. Our world travels. iMovie number 50, 2023. Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park in Hiroshima, Japan, was built on an open field that was created by the explosion of world's first nuclear bomb on August 6, 1945. The museum has an extensive collection of memorabilia, including the photographs related to the piece of horror history. Watching all those photographs of death and destruction, our heart, soul and spirits were melted down in seconds. The Memorial Cenotaph in the center holds the names of all 60,000 people killed by the bomb. The peace flame, which has been burning since 1964, will remain lit until all the nuclear bombs on the planet are destroyed. Written, narrated and produced by Dr. M.S. Patil, MD, Beyond the Shadow of Doubt, from the very heart of Chicago, Illinois, USA. The lonesome caricature of the atomic bomb dome is the only structure standing from the tragic day in 1945. The building was wrecked by the explosion of first atomic bomb in human history. Today it is a World Cultural Heritage Site. Nuclear weapons are the most destructive weapons. I just wonder if the father of atomic bomb himself knew what the devil he was creating and how it may change the course of the humankind forever. By the end of 1945, the atomic bombing had killed an estimated 140,000 people in Hiroshima and a further 74,000 in Nagasaki. In years that followed, many of the survivors would face leukemia, cancer, birth defects, so on and so forth. If a nuclear bomb were to be detonated over a city, first responders, hospitals, firemen, aid organizations will be wiped out and simply be unable to help. In Hiroshima, 90% of the physicians and nurses were killed or injured. In Hiroshima and Nagasaki, most victims died without any care to ease their suffering. Some of those who entered the cities after the bombings to provide assistance also died from the radiation. All the dedicated burn beds around the world would be insufficient to care for the survivors of a single nuclear bomb on any one city. People close to the blast site could experience injury or death, moderate to severe burns, blindness and/or acute radiation syndrome, or could get sick from contaminated food and water sources. Radiation is used in medicine, agriculture, to generate electricity, space exploration, so on and so forth. Hospitals, doctors and dentists use a variety of nuclear materials and procedures to diagnose, monitor and treat a wide assortment of metabolic and medical ailments. There were roughly 60,000 nuclear weapons in the 1950s and 60s. Today it's a top open secret that the world's 9 nuclear-armed states possess a staggering combined total of about 12,500 to 13,000 nuclear warheads. The growing arms race is raising the threat of nuclear warfare and hence total annihilation of humankind. And worst, the earth may remain as a non-usable place for a very long time. The 2015 American documentary, The Bomb, is about the history of nuclear weapons. According to historian Richard Rhodes, quote, For the first time, we are now capable of our own destruction as a species. The genie released 78 years ago on August 6, 1945 is still at large, unquote. A young Japanese girl named Sadaka Sasaki, who died of leukemia after an 8-month struggle, 10 years after an atomic bombing of Japan. Sadako's death triggered a campaign to build a monument to pray for the world peace. Now approximately 10 million paper cranes are offered each year before the Children's Peace Monument. The survivors of these bombings, also called hibakusha, are also an integral part to the history of atomic bombings of these cities. I am a physician from Chicago. I have taken a Hippocratic oath to serve the humanity. As a world peace broker, I will continue to argue with the world's powerful politicians to totally eliminate the nuclear weapons. I do not want a single nuclear weapon on the face of this earth. My new bucket list is to live and see that day, even if it takes another 50 to 100 years. Thank you kindly, October 2023.